and welcome to this week's EFT sequence video. This week the topic for the sequence is the frustration that comes with Mercury Retrograde. So I'm doing an astrological themed EFT sequence this week. Now, if you're anything like me, you are really feeling the effects of Mercury Retrograde. Retrograde is a time traditionally where things that can go haywire will. So particularly around communication and technology, because Mercury rules those things. We often find that we have delays with these sort of things. Things just don't work. There's often delays around travel, and it just seems to add to our sense of being time poor and time lacking. I know for me, as a busy mum, I feel so time poor all the time anyway, that when I'm in a transit where things are just continually delayed, it just really, really irks me and it frustrates me and it makes me feel anxious. And coupled with the Mercury retrograde at the moment, we are in Virgo season. Virgo is a time that is usually grounded. Virgo has an energy where you really want to improve things and you want to be practical and organized and, make adjustments to move forward and get things done. Virgo is very detailed and meticulous. So when you have these two energies combined, it can feel really, really frustrating because you want to be doing things efficiently, and then retrograde comes along and he's like, no, not today. Not today. Retrograde does call us to reflect on how we're doing things and where we want things to go. And it's really a time of introspection and slowing down. But sometimes you don't have that luxury, right? Like Life doesn't stop because of Mercury retrograde. There's still things to be done. You still need to get through all your day-to-day tasks. You still need to work. You still need to parent. You still need to live. There's still deadlines. None of that stuff goes away because Mercury wants us to slow down and reflect. However, because that might be the point, we often don't stop to reflect. We don't take time to slow down, and so we get burnt out and overstimulated and overworked. So it is good to actually slow down to speed up in a sense, and maybe that's what Mercury is calling us to do, so that we can think things through. But doesn't change the fact that when we're in the throes of ignoring that message because we have to live and get things done, we can still feel really frustrated and really irritated and really overwhelmed and really anxious and really stressed. So that's what I'm feeling at the moment. So I thought, you know what, that's what I'm going to tap on, and that's what I'm going to do the video on this morning, because I feel like I need it, and so maybe other people need it. So as always, I recommend you have a notepad with you and a pen. Write down the intensity of any feelings around the theme that you're having prior to the session, and then at the end of the session, do a body scan, do some deep breathing, reevaluate where that intensity is at after it. We would like it to be as low as possible. I also suggest having a drink of water available. Make sure you do this in a quiet time where you're not going to be distracted, so you can really focus on you. And I would also suggest that if anything extra comes up that I don't mention throughout the session for you, specifically to you, then please make a note of that as well, because you can also tap on that. You can go back and do this and add your own words into the video, or you can reach out to me and I can create a tapping sequence for you based on that specific issue. So having said all that, let's get started and try and clear some of, see, even this intro is delayed. I did not mean it to be this long, but I'm just talking. So there you go, Mercury, communication. So let's get started. Hopefully we can release it and feel a bit clearer. Even though I'm feeling really tense, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling really frustrated because things just seem to be not working, things seem to be delayed, nothing seems to be going to plan, I deeply and completely honor and accept how I'm feeling. And even though all this Mercury energy, this backwards energy, feels really in conflict with the Virgo energy that wants me to be organized and efficient and productive, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Moving to the top of the head. I'm so frustrated. Nothing seems to be going to plan. I seem to try and get things done and I'm delayed at every point. Catching all the red lights. None of my technology is working. I've got all these deadlines and nothing's working to help me meet those deadlines. Everything seems to be running late. I don't feel like I can communicate clearly. There's communication blocks with other people. Seems like the universe is conspiring for me to not get anything done. The kids are moving so slowly every morning. So the morning rush just seems even more hard at the moment. I'm just feeling so frustrated and irritated. All this irritation that I'm feeling in my body. It's showing up as pressure in my chest, showing up as headaches in my body, feel it in my eyes, feel it in my head, feel it in my stomach. My mind and body just feels delayed, sluggish. And this energy is just making me so frustrated. Everything just feels slow and irritating. There's just so much I want to get done. But I'm lacking clarity. And I'm lacking motivation. and I'm lacking the ability to approach one job at a time calmly and efficiently. And it just feels relentless. And all of this is manifesting in my physical body. It's making everything feel slow and heavy. I feel it all through my body. All this frustration, all this irritation, all this stress. All this stress. I just feel so stressed. Stressed from Mercury Retrograde. Stressed in my mind. Stressed in my body. Just feeling so much stress. All this stress. Just take a deep breath in here and close your eyes. As always in EFT, we focus on the challenging aspect of the theme of the sequence, because without focusing on that, we can't acknowledge and release whatever it is that feels challenging. We have to face it before we can release it and move through it. So we focus on the challenging part, and now we move into some rounds where we try and reframe that. We try to release the challenges so that those emotions no longer have the hold on us that stops us from moving back. We're no longer focusing on all of those really strong emotions, and therefore they can't control us. They can't stop us from doing what we want to do until we actually confront them, acknowledge them, and release them. So now we move into the rounds where we release those strong emotions. So even though I'm feeling all of this stress, I'm going to choose today to change my mindset. I'm going to use the power of the retrograde to reflect on how I'm feeling and how I'm communicating that. And I'm going to give myself permission to let go of it. I choose to accept what comes, however it comes, and whenever it comes. I choose to trust that everything happens in divine timing. I choose to believe that a delay that may feel frustrating at the time will actually be for my higher good. I choose to focus on the things I can control, because I can't control the cosmos. And I choose to break things down and just look at things one step at a time. And I choose to prepare myself for delays so that when they come, they aren't as frustrating. It is safe for me to believe that it doesn't matter if I don't get my to-do list done. It is safe to remove time constraints from myself. It's safe to do these things so that I don't feel controlled by my to-do list and by the things that seem to be going wrong. It is safe for me to rethink my own expectations. And it is safe for me to remove expectations around deadlines and when and how things should happen, whatever those things may be. I choose to trust that everything will happen just as it's meant to. That everything will happen when it's meant to, even if it is only little things. And I remind myself that the world will not fall apart if I don't get somewhere on time. I can choose to communicate with people clearly, and set priorities and expectations that work for me, and believe that people won't be upset with me for this. I choose now to release any tension, any stress, any anger and frustration, any feelings of anxiety and overwhelm in my head, in my chest, in my whole body. I choose now to release all of these strong emotions that aren't serving me. I choose to release them from my mind and my body. I choose calm. I choose ease. I choose flow. I choose the better thoughts. I choose to reflect and cross all the T's and dot all the I's, and review things as many times as I need to feel confident that they're going to plan. I call now on all of the organised and capable and detailed energy of Virgo. And I ask for that energy to balance me out and to work with the positive energy of Mercury Retrograde, the ability to reflect and review and triple check and make sure things are going perfectly and making sure that things are as I really want them. I ask the two energies of Virgo and retrograde to work together to help me achieve all of the things that I want to achieve. And I trust that by having awareness of the energies around me and influencing me at the moment, I am able to release all of the challenges. And move forward with efficiency, in a methodical way, and feeling a sense of calm, contentment, and peace. So one hand on your heart, close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And I hope that sequence has helped you to release any feelings of tension and stress, any heaviness from the current energy of the cosmos. And just remember that it's all temporary. And if you need to, please go back and do this tapping again. And until next time we tap, take care.